Shalom, shalom. This week's Parsha is Parshat Terumah. And I want to take a few minutes to talk about attending shul, synagogue. And there are many different types of people. There are some people that go and enjoy it and pray and all's well. Then there are other people who go because they feel it's obligatory and they just go, do their thing, and then get on with their lives. Then there are some people who would like to go, tried to go, but when they went, they said they just weren't feeling it. It just wasn't doing it for them. And so they just don't go back. And then, of course, there are people who don't want to go at all, and those people I can't address in this talk. I want to speak about all the others on the list that we just mentioned. And I want to speak it from the vantage point of the beginning of this week's Parsha, where Hashem tells Moshe that he should take for him a truma, it's a donation from the people, but from whatever it comes from their heart that they desire to contribute to make what is called the mikdash. And it gives a list of all different things that the people can contribute. And then it sums it up, ve'asu li mikdash v'shachanti b'tocham. And I speak about this all the time, and I can't speak about it enough. I come at it from different angles. But this week I want to talk about it in a different way that I started off as it pertains to shul. Because really, the shul, the synagogue, is in essence, it's a small Beit HaMikdash. And it's hard because you think that people should want to go here and attend and serve God, but the enthusiasm, unfortunately, amongst many people is just, it's not there. And I want to address that segment of the population who just go because they feel obligated but don't enjoy going, and the people that would like to, but again, like I said, not feeling it. And I think that the reason for this is because, and I realized this from a young age because it happened to be that when I grew up, I attended a shul. I used to go when I was little with my dad. I sat in the men's section with him and he would daven. My father was very strict, so I just stood by him and just watched everybody. A little bit in awe as the men put all their talisim over them and looked like angels when they were davening. I mean, I did think it was a beautiful thing. But that's not when it hit me. When it hit me was then our congregation grew to a very large extent and they needed a bigger building. So they made this bigger, more beautiful, it was this Young Israel, Staten Island. And I remember it very much because I remember all the families taking part in this new building, of contributing, of watching, of advising. Of my brother-in-law's mother is an amazing artist. She made these gorgeous paintings to be hung up in the shul, and it was very exciting time when finally the building was done and we all came there for a big party. And when we sat down in these new seats looking at this building that we all put so much of ourselves into, it felt like something special. It felt like something we did together. And that feeling, because of the beginning, really stuck with me. Now, it's not possible that everybody can have that kind of feeling, because this is what I'm talking about. Like when God said when they were building the Beit HaMikdash and they all brought whatever it is they had to contribute, and then they all felt like a part, and it was really wonderful. And so it was something special for all of them when they finally had this Mikdash. But obviously, in all points in time, we're not all constantly going to be building new synagogues. And so this is not something that we might be fortunate to participate in that will lead to a feeling of awe and reverence and appreciation for everything that went into it, and which lasts every time you walk into it, because that was the base. It's something that you felt, and it stays there. It stays there, that feeling of specialness. So not everybody's going to have that, because we're not going to constantly just put up new shuls so everybody should have the experience. But there's a different way that we can do this, and there's a different aspect that people, I don't think, understand. People today, they walk into shul and they expect like they're going to be wowed by something, that the prayer or the people, or there's going to be something that's just going to, some sort of a holiness that's supposed to be there, and it's supposed to just envelop them, and they're just going to be swallowed up by it and taken away. And this doesn't happen, because what happens, in order to have this feeling, this sense of the divinity there, it's something that comes within. That's why God says, take for me my truma, my contribution. Because when we donate something that's coming from within, something, a desire to do and to be a part, that desire to give and to participate in something that's holy, that comes from the God within. And so God's saying, take from that holy, good place within that wants to be part of a communal thing of one nation serving one God. And to do that, you have to take something that's within you and share it in this structure with your people, to give of yourself. And it could be to give of yourself in that time when you sit there and you open the Siddur, the prayer book. You close your eyes for a minute and connect with these words. These words, it could be in the Pesukei de Zimra, words of David HaMelech, King David, that people really, really connect with. That go back thousands of years, that are millions and billions of people have said the same exact beautiful word. Connect with that bigger thing, and you will automatically feel some sort of connection. You have to give from that of yourself in order to feel connected with everybody else. And if everybody does that, there feels a sense of connection. You can feel a sense of connection, but it comes really with giving of yourself in some way, shape, or form to everybody else around you, to the atmosphere around you. And don't be fooled. Your words, your heartfelt words, have so much power of bringing more of this divinity down and increasing the room. And that's your contribution to the room, to the holiness of you making this place holy. It is the people. It is the people and what they give from their heart that make the place holy. And that's because we're using our divinity, and we are bringing down more godliness from above, from within, connecting to above and filling that space. And so it's our obligation. It's not something that we go in and we wait and say, all right, where is it? I don't feel it. You don't feel it because you're not part of giving it. I really, really believe that. I really believe that. And if you want to say that it's just not that way, and the people in the synagogue, blah, 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 do your part at making it a better place. Or, a lot of us are fortunate to have many different synagogues to choose from. You can choose another one that's, if you're finding something wrong with every synagogue, there might be something wrong with you. You have to work at doing, at contributing, at helping. And if everybody did that, can you imagine what the space would be? And how the heartfelt feeling with people together. I hope that everybody's experienced it, at least maybe on the whole high holidays, that there are certain prayers where you can tell everybody's just connected, and the strength and the power and the tears you have to really hold back if you don't want to let them flow. But it's with us. It's with what God says, what's inside. And then all of us together will make it. And then God will dwell amongst us. And we will feel it, no doubt. We will feel it. So I hope it will try that, without a cynical, without a, negative feeling. Just go in with positivity and try to add to that kedusha, to that holiness, kedusha, to make it kadosh, mikdash, and to make that space something that helps other people feel it as well. Shabbat shalom.